understand the literal anatomy of an incredible hidden gem. We're looking at exactly what makes a Friday night highly entertaining without completely emptying your wallet. And our focus for this explainer? The vibrant community of Escondido, California. Let's get into it.
So I gotta ask you, where is the best Friday night in Escondido? Okay, let's dive into this. Because finding a modern nightlife spot that doesn't completely drain your bank account, or honestly your energy, is a real dilemma these days. We're all chasing that perfect, low-stress venue. But in today's economy, it kind of feels like those spaces are just gone. Well, our source material absolutely begs to differ and points us to a very specific, unassuming spot.
The Escondido American Legion, a masterclass in local nightlife. Yep, the American Legion. Our source paints this as the ultimate solution. In this explainer, we're going to structurally deconstruct exactly what makes this specific open secret so magical, taking it from a simple local recommendation to a literal blueprint for how a community venue should run.
And it all starts with the timeline. 7 p.m., the doors open and karaoke starts. 9 p.m., you're right in the thick of the mid-evening entertainment. 11 p.m., the night concludes. See, the magic here happens in a perfectly contained, totally stress-free 4-hour window. You aren't waiting around until midnight for a headliner to finally drag themselves on stage. It's concise, it's dependable, and it actually respects your time.
To really grasp why this works, we're breaking it down into pillars. Pillar 1, zero barrier to entry. Let's be real, half the battle of going out is just getting through the front doors. But here, unbeatable logistics, no cover charge, free parking right out front, and a room that actually sounds good. I mean, think about how incredibly rare that is. When was the last time you went out and didn't have to circle a block like a shark for 30 minutes or fork over $20 just to park your car? They've literally removed every single excuse you might have to just stay on the couch.
But, perfect logistics don't automatically make a party. Which brings us to Pillar 2, the entertainment engine.
And that engine is driven by the host, Christene. 20 years. 20 years Christene has been hosting this exact night. I mean, wow, this isn't just somebody who plugged an aux cord into a Bluetooth speaker. She's a seasoned professional. That 2 decades of hands-on experience is the undeniable foundation of why this venue stays so incredibly consistent. She knows exactly how to read a room, manage a wild crowd, and keep the night flowing flawlessly.
And the tools she's working with? Unbelievable. Over 1 million songs available in the catalog. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the sheer scale of that number. 1 million. It completely obliterates that dreaded karaoke fatigue. You know what I'm talking about, hearing the exact same 5 songs sung every single weekend. With over 1 million options, the possibilities for the soundtrack are basically endless.
Because of that massive catalog, the source specifically highlights this unmatched music selection. We're talking old country, 90s R&B, heavy rock, or something brand new that just dropped on the radio. It is all there. It means everyone, from the local cowboys to the 90s nostalgia kids, is totally covered. It's a wonderfully inclusive musical environment.
But honestly, how she runs the room is just as crucial as what's in the catalog. Look at host Christene's mechanics. She announces every single singer by name. She keeps the list incredibly fair, and she purposefully keeps the energy high. This level of fairness and personal recognition, it elevates the whole open mic experience far above your standard chaotic dive bar karaoke. It's not just a free-for-all, she's running a true show. And this brilliantly illustrates another huge point: the audio. Anyone who loves karaoke knows the pain of that tiny speaker in a corner sound. We've all been there, straining to hear the backing track over people shouting at the bar. But here, you get a genuinely great sound system. They actually treat this night like a real performance space, rather than just an afterthought shoved in the corner.
Which leads us perfectly into Pillar 3, the low-pressure vibe.
The whole subjective experience of being in this room is highly egalitarian. So who should attend? Well, got a good voice? Come on down. Have a just okay voice, or maybe you're a non-singer entirely? You are equally welcome. This completely strips away that heavy intimidation factor of performing. It is entirely about participation, not perfection. In fact, our source sums it up beautifully. If you do not sing, come anyway and be entertained. It is a friendly crowd. So the crucial point is that this supportive crowd makes non-singers feel just as valued as the seasoned pros. You're an essential part of the ecosystem just by being there, clapping, grabbing a drink, and soaking up the friendly atmosphere.
Now we reach the final structural element of our breakdown. Pillar 4, the ultimate value add.
Let's talk about the bar experience. We're looking at full bar service with a wide variety of drinks. But notice this massive, bold claim the source makes. They have the best prices in Southern California, period, hands down. That is a wild statement to make. In a world where a single cocktail can easily run you $20, finding legitimately low regional prices makes this an incredibly accessible night out.
And hey, if you ever feel a bit overwhelmed or just need to step away from the singing for a minute, they've got alternative entertainment right there on site. There's a separate room with a pool table for a quick break. It's the absolute perfect low-pressure escape if you need a brief sensory break, a quick chat with a friend, or just a breather before jumping back into the main room.
Let's move to and see how this builds to the author's final sign-off, which carries so much narrative weight. That is my Friday. 7 to 11, good music, good people, no pressure. That right there completely summarizes the perfect alignment we've been tracking today. You've got stress-free logistics, stellar entertainment run by an absolute pro, and zero pressure to be anything other than yourself.
Which leaves us with one final, undeniable question to ponder. Where are you spending your next Friday night? Seriously, after breaking down the pure value, the welcoming community, the unbelievable prices, and the guaranteed good time, it's incredibly hard to justify paying covers and fighting for parking anywhere else. I really hope this explainer has inspired you to seek out the value of the Escondido American Legion, or at the very least, inspired you to go hunt down that low-pressure hidden gem in your own town.